திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஆடும் வரிவேல் அணி சேவல் என பாடும் பணியே பணியாய் அருள்வாய் தேடும் கயமா முகனை செருவில் சாடும் தனியானை சகோதரன். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். உலகலாம் உணர்ந்து ஓதற்கரியவன் நில உலாவிய நீர்மலி வேணியன் அலைகள் சோதியன் அம்பலத்தாடுவான் மலர் சிலம்படி வாழ்த்தி வணங்குவாம். திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, என் நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, ஏகம்பத்துரையந்தாய் போற்றி, பாகம் பண்ணூர் ஆனாய் போற்றி, பராய்த்துறை மேவிய பரனே போற்றி, சிராப்பள்ளி மேவிய சிவனே போற்றி, அண்ணாமலையம் அண்ணா போற்றி, கண்ணாரமுத கடலே போற்றி, காவாய் கனக திரளே போற்றி, கைலை மலையானே போற்றி போற்றி. வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். அண்ட சராசரங்களுக்கெல்லாம் அதிபதியாக விளங்கக்கூடிய முருகப்பெருமானுடைய ஒப்பற்ற பரங்கருணையினாலே ஞானத்திரள் சார்பாக நாம் தொடர்ந்து பெரிய புராணத்தை ஆங்கிலத்திலே சிந்தித்து வருகின்ற இந்த ஞான வழியில் நாம் தொடர்ந்து திருநாவுக்கரசு நாயனாருடைய வரலாற்றை இன்றைய தினம் தொடர்ந்து சிந்திப்பதற்கு திருவருள் கூட்டியிருக்கிறது. For the past few classes we have been thinking the great deeds of Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal and his great deeds, services for Saiva that we have been discussing, they have been seeing. Our four Gurumars, Thiruyana Sambandar, Thirunavukkarasar, Sundarar, Manikavasagar, they lifted up the Saiva principles and spread the news, kick and corner of the country. They visited even the very remote places. They didn't mind in going by walk. They visited each and every corner, met everybody and spread their information about Saivam. And the soul to be relieved out of the miseries should follow the concept or the principles of Saivam. It cannot escape out of the sufferings and miseries unless otherwise it gets out of the birth cycle. So birth cycle, it's a chain reaction. So you take a birth, you do some deeds, the results are stored, then you leave the world, your actions are weighed upon, your goods and bads are counted, and you are again coming back to this earth in some form or other to experience the outcome of your previous deeds. You cannot escape. There is no way to escape from the consequences of your deeds. What you have done, you have to reap the harvest. What you sow, what you reap. So naturally, you have to, you cannot evade, you cannot avoid, you cannot circumvent the results coming out of your actions. You have to take them, experience them, and you have to some or other wipe them out by experiencing the griefs and happiness. Because of your good deed, you will be given, you will be gifted with some virtues. Because of your misdeeds, you will be given some sufferings both of them come to this world to you. Now you have to experience them, you have to take them, and then only they are wiped out. By the way of experiencing them, we are committing again sins, mistakes, bad deeds or good deeds. Again they are accumulating in your past account. Likewise, the birth cycle is going on. You cannot come out of the chain. You cannot come out of the chain unless otherwise you follow the advices given by our Samaya Kuravargal, the mentors, Gurumargal, Samaya Gurumargal. Thirunavukkarasar is one of the four. He had given the messages of doing physical service and then reciting the sonnets, the songs, the string of songs before the Almighty. So your puja, your prayer will be completed only by uttering, reciting the songs given by our Guru Master. Instead of making a prayer with our own words, we can take the words of our Guru Master and offer them to Lord Shiva. So that was the way shown by Thirunavukkarasar Swami. The physical service is go to any temple, render some service, either to the temple or to the Adiyar. The true service. The service without expecting anything. The voluntary service. With the full heartedness. With a deep love. Naturally, you will be getting out of the birth cycle slowly. You are being pulled out. So that is why Thirunavukkarasar Swami uttered so many songs and also gave the message of doing service to the temple. That is known as Udavaram. Udavaram means doing service to the temple. The physical service, cleaning the temple, cleaning the pathways, painting the walls, and cleaning the entire temple floor, walls, ceiling, everything. So this removing cobwebs, all these are counted upon as the service. For this service, don't expect anything in return. Except I have done this because I love Lord Shiva. I have done this because I love him so much. So he has given me the physical body, the structure he has given. So using that, let me serve him to certain extent at least. So that should be the attitude he insisted. Last episode we discussed how he blessed Appudi Adigal by visiting his house, and an unexpected incident took place, and how our Upper Swamigal graced the situation. He took Appudi Adigal along with him to Thiruparanam. He offered Padiham, wherein he mentioned the sacred services of Appudi Adigal. And it was a great blessing that Appar can give. Subsequently, he decided to leave Tingalur, Thirupadanam, and he wanted to visit other places. He had in his mind that he should visit Tiruvarur. So he proceeded towards Tiruvarur. And before going to Tiruvarur, he in his en route he came to Tirupugalur. Tirupugalur, a shrine where Upper Swami was very much attracted. He was there for quite a long time, and he used to spend so much of time in doing service and worshipping Lord Shiva in Tirupugalur. In Tirupugalur, Vartamanicharam is another small temple by the side of the main temple. If you go, you can see. In this Tirupugalur, when he was there, in Tirupugalur, Murugan Ainar was also there. So both were spending some time. At the time, Thirunavukkarasar Sambandar was coming towards Tirupugalur. He received the message that already Thirunavukkarasar was camping in Tirupugalur. So coming from Sirgadi, Thirunavukkarasar Sambandar decided to visit Tirupugalur, and he decided to meet Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal, and also he made up his mind to request Thirunavukkarasar to visit temples in united prayer. That is, both of them should visit the temple in a combined fashion. He wants to accompany Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal. He wants to go along with Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal and visit temple. He had that in his mind. So, and I should go to some of the temples along with Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal. So he decided, and he decided to insist Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal also to accept his idea. So he rushed to Tirupugalur, and he met Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal there. Both of them conversed very happily. They were discussing so many things. During the discussion, Thirunavukkarasar Sambandar inquired Upper Swamigal, "Oh, my Upper, you just tell me, how did you enjoy Tiruvarur? You just tell me, describe me, how you enjoyed Tiruvarur." Upper Swamigal was overwhelmed. See, he was there in Tiruvarur for quite a long time, we have seen. And after visiting Tirupugalur, after visiting Tiruvarur, he visited Tirupugalur. So in Tiruvarur, he spent a long time visiting, doing service and all those things. And at that time, the temple car function was going on, and he enjoyed that function. And Lord Tyagaraja was also in procession, and everybody enjoyed the scene. Upper Swamigal enjoyed to his level best. The same occasion will give different experiences to different people. Occasion may be different, occasion may be the same, but experiences may not be the same. It will be different from person to person. Some persons will get divine feeling, some persons will get joyous feeling. So it depends upon the maturity of the soul. See, you think of the maturity of Upper Swami, how he would have enjoyed the festival, the Tiruvadiri festival. So when inquired by Thirunavukkarasar Sambandar, Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal was overwhelmed, and he uttered Padiham. As a matter of fact, the Padiham was uttered in Tirupugalur. So it should be named as Tirupugalur Padiham. But it was not named as Tirupugalur Padiham, because it was named as Tiruvarur Padiham. Why? Because he sang about Thiruvarur Swamigal. So Padikam doesn't mean where it was sung. Padikam means where it refers. So that is the most important thing we must remember. So in Tirupugalur, he uttered a Thiruvarur Padikam, wherein he described, he was enjoying the scenes once again in his heart. See, in inner feelings, he went to Thiruvarur again and he felt himself as in Thiruvarur and he enjoyed the scenes and described it to Thirugnana Sambandar. See, the success of the Padikam is it made Thirugnana Sambandar to reschedule his plan. Originally, he was planning to visit a series of temples along with Thirunavukkarasar from Tirupugalur. Now he altered his plan, rescheduled his plan, and he got the idea of visiting Thiruvarur first, because the way in which Navukkarasar explained made Thirugnana Sambandar that it urged him to immediately visit Thiruvarur, to immediately have darshan of Tyagaraja. So the way in which he described, triggered Thirugnana Sambandar to reschedule his plan. So Thirugnana Sambandar decided to visit Thiruvarur. But at the same time, he got a doubt. If I go to Thiruvarur, Thirunavukkarasar will leave Tirupugalur and he will proceed on his own tour. I want to go along with him. Then how can I catch him once again? We will be moving in different directions. There may not be any possibility to meet him again. It may take so much of time to meet again. So I should use this opportunity. So what he decided was to make a submission to Thirunavukkarasar. So he submitted. Oh, my upper Swami, can I make you a submission? Oh, my great child, tell me, what am I to do for you? I will do it for you. Please tell me. Jnanasambandar told, the way in which you described the function in Thiruvarur, the way in which you created the whole atmosphere in Tirupugalur itself, you brought Thiruvarur. I got the feeling that I got the urge that I should immediately visit Thiruvarur, have darshan of Tyagaraja. Okay, go ahead. Who is going to prevent you? Upper Swami told. Who is going to prevent you? Immediately you can start. It is not very far off. You can go and have darshan of Tyagaraja. Oh, my great Sambandar, child, who is going to deny you? You can go. Sambandar told, nobody is going to say no or deny me my visit. I will go, I can go. But I was planning something else. What was your plan, sir? What was your plan, child? See, I originally planned to visit Tirupugalur, where I can meet you and I can go to temples along with you. I can visit temples along with you. I want to have darshan of temples with your company. So I want to accompany you the temples of our Lord. We should both go and meet the people and have darshan of Lord Shiva. It would be a different experience, I hope. See, I am going and getting experience, but along with you, if I go, I think that I will get a different experience which I want to have. So I have decided, I already decided to extend my tour, taking you along with me or going along with you. Upper Swamigal thought over it. Okay, child, now you want me to go along with you. You want to visit temples along with me. I would also be delighted. I would also be very happy. That was a great idea. We can both go and visit temples and meet adiyars. That would be very great. But at the same time, you also desire, your desire to visit Thiruvaru. Okay, we will do one thing. You go to Thiruvaru. I will wait here. Once you come back, we will continue with our tour. And that was a suggestion I wanted to make. You came with that idea. Will you be here in and around of Tirupalur until I come back? Will you be able to give company? Will you be waiting for me come back? I will go to Tiruvaru. I will have darshan. I will have darshan of Lord Tyagaraja, and I will immediately come back. I will not distract my routes. I will not go anywhere. I will just Tirupalur to Tiruvaru, Tiruvaru to Tirupalur, point to point. I will go. What do you say? Okay, my child, I will wait here. You go, come back. Till you come back, I will be here. Then we will proceed with our program. Jnanasambandar was very much happy, and he decided to visit Tiruvarur, and he proceeded. So, after he left, Thirunavukkarasar Swamigal spent some time in Tirupalur, and he also spent some time. He also spent some time in and around Tirupalur. He visited some of the temples, did some service to the temples, and came back and waited in Tirupalur for Jnanasambandar to return. Jnanasambandar, as assured, he visited Tiruvaru, enjoyed his visit. He had darshan of Tyagaraja, and he can tally the 100% feeling of Thirunavukkarasar with his darshan. So what Thirunavukkarasar told was 100% true. It was very nice. The feel Thirunavukkarasar had tallied with the expressions Thirunavukkarasar made in his Padiham. Then he immediately came back to Tirupalur, and both of them shared the experiences once again, and they decided to leave Tirupalur. See, at the time, Jnanasambandar was in Tirupalur along with Thirunavukkarasar, and Muruganayanar was taking care of them. This news spread, and Thirunilanakkar, Siruttondar, and all other adiyars gathered there, and they feasted their eyes with the vision of these two Gurumars on the same dais. So everybody was very happy. Then the tourage started by Thirunavukkarasar and Thirunavukkarasar, and they had taken leave of Thirunilanakkar, Muruganayanar, Siruttondar, and they proceeded. See, when they proceeded, they visited some of the temples in their en route, and they came to Trivedi Medalai. In Trivedi Medalai, see, the temple they visited, it is a special temple even now. Trivedi Medalai is a special temple. Say, the Vimanam was brought by Thirumal for Lordship, for Lord Shiva. Thirumal brought it from the sky, from the other world, and installed there specially for Lord Shiva. Even if you go now, you can see the special constructional features of Tiruvidi Medalai. They enjoyed, they stay, they uttered Padiham. Thirunavukkarasar did the Odavaram, did service for the entire temple. They were there for quite some time. At that time, what happened was the monsoon failed, the rain failed. So, because the failure of the monsoon, the area was severely affected by the drought. So, the famine got hold of the entire town. People were starving and suffering like anything. So, at the time, these two people were there, these two Gurumars were there, and they were painfully looking at Adiyars being suffering. So in their dreams, Lord Shiva appeared and told them that even though these you two of them, the two of them would not feel the pangs of hunger, but because their thoughts were always centered on God, the circumstantial changes that it will not affect them, the two Gurumars. Whatever changes happen, it won't affect Jnanasambandar or the Upper Swami. But the other Adiyars suffered. So Lord Shiva told, you may not be affected by the circumstantial changes, the climate changes, or by the drought or the famine, but you are feeling painful because of the suffering of the Adiyars. I have decided to do one thing. I will leave a coin on the Palibidam, a gold coin on the Palibidam of Thiruvidi temple, one on east entrance and the other on west entrance. So he instructed Thirunavukkarasar to take the coin, the gold coin on the eastern gate, Palibidam on the Palibidam. And he instructed Upper Swamigal to take the gold coin from the Palibidam located at the western entrance. And God instructed them, using the gold coins, you try to serve, you try to feed the Adiyars suffering from hunger. God instructed like that. So they decided to visit the temple the next day. When Thirunavukkarasar entered the temple through the eastern gate, he found a gold coin as assured by Lord Shiva on the Palibidam. Upper Swami also did the same thing, and he found another gold coin, his gold coin, on the western gate. So both of them took the coins, called the Adiyars, handed over the coin, go to grocery shop, get the material, get the rice and other things and groceries, and prepare the food and feed the people who are starving. So they instructed. So the Adiyars got the coins and made arrangements for feeding the starving people. It went on. Jnanasambandar and Thirunavukkarasar decided to announce to the public that food will be served every day in the noon, and people can come over and take the food. So because of the instructions, people gathered, and to most extent, almost all the starving was removed. Starving was met with. The food was served in two mutts, Jnanasambandar mutt and Thirunavukkarasar mutt. But one small thing was noticed by Thirunavukkarasar. The feeding of the serving of food delayed in his mutt, and people got the food very late. It was not offered to them in the correct time during midday. So he called the people, why you delay in feeding the people? What was the reason for making feed the meals available very late in our matter? Whereas I heard from other people that the food served, the meals served in Thirunavukkarasar Mutt was done in a correct manner, punctually it was served. What was the problem in our Mutt? He asked. The Adiyars told hesitantly, the coin you are handing, when we take this to the streets, to the coin vendor, it takes a delay because of the value of the coin is less, because the impurity was found in the coin in a higher level, whereas the coin given by Thirunavukkarasar was very pure and the impurity level is very meager. So it was immediately accepted, and the materials, commodities or groceries, they were distributed immediately. But whereas because of the impurity in the coin found, the delay is being experienced. The people told him. Gnanasambandar thought about the reason. Why Lordship is giving a coin with impurity for me and a coin without impurity to Thirunavukkarasar? He thought. Then he immediately found the solution. He immediately found the reason. See, God is impartial. Lord Shiva is impartial as far as Thirunavukkarasar, as far as Thirunavukkarasar is concerned, he is impartial. He will not give a coin with impurity to Thirunavukkarasar and coin with impurity to Thirunavukkarasar. He would be giving the same coins. So the coin given to Thirunavukkarasar should also be with impurity. But when Thirunavukkarasar is touching the coin with his hands, it becomes pure. The impurity is wiped out. Why? Thirunavukkarasar is doing this Ulavaram service. With his hands, he was rendering the greatest service. He was purifying the whole temples, cleaning the temples. So his hands are very clean, his body is very pure. So whatever he touches is made pure. The impurity is automatically wiped out. So that was the reason found out by Thirunavukkarasar. He decided to visit Thiruvidilmalai Nadar, and he decided to make a submission to give him a coin without impurity, to serve people without delay. So he decided. The next day he went to Nadar and submitted Vasi Tirave Kasu Nalvir Masin Midalayir Yesalillayir. That was the Padiham he uttered. Immediately from that onwards, for that day onwards, he used to receive a coin with purity. The impurity was not there. So the days went on like this, and the climate changed, and rains came, crops revived, and prosperity also was set in. So everything went to normalcy, and people started doing work in the agriculture was encouraging. So both people decided to leave Thiruvidimalainagar and to proceed to other places. Both of them left they took leave from middle in other, and they proceeded to visit other places. And other small towns and small villages came across, they visited, and finally they came over to Thirunavukkarasar. It was otherwise known as Vedaranyam. Vedaranyam. Why it is called Vedaranyam? It is because the Vedas used to visit the temple and worship the temple. It had a custom of opening it and closing it of the temple. Whenever the Vedas come, they will pray. Then whenever they leave, they will close the temple. So the doors, the entrance was controlled by Vedas. But once upon a time, the Vedas left the temple and they didn't come back. They didn't come back. Since Vedas worshipped that the place, it was known as Veda Aranyam. Aranyam means forest. Veda Aranyam means the Veda forest. So Vedam, when they were worshipping, it was a forest. It was only a forest. To that place, Thirunavukkarasar and Thirunavukkarasar, both of them arrived at the place. They came over there and they decided to visit Vedaranyam to Thirunavukkarasar, and they wanted to worship, have darshan of Vedaranyeswarar. When they came to the temple, they found the front entrance was closed. They asked why the temple door was closed, whether the temple was closed. They were asking. The people were saying, no, the temple is open, but the front gates are inoperable. It's not operated. Once upon a time, Vedam closed down the entrance and left it. It didn't come back. That's why the doors were not open. But to have darshan, all adiyars are entering by a side entrance available. We can go to the temple. We can go and have darshan of the sanctum. But we cannot enter through the main entrance. That was being told by the adiyars there. Gnanasambandar told Thirunavukkarasar, no, we cannot accept this. We should go directly to the main entrance and have darshan of Lord Shiva. Why should we enter by the side entrance? See, we have only a direct route. So they decided to enter the temple through the main gate. Navukkarasar asked, what can we do? What can we do now, child? He asked. Samandar told, we will open it. Oh my upper Swami, you just open it by your Tamil sonnet. We will offer Padiham, Tamil Padiham. Anything can be done by Tamil Padiham. Nothing is impossible in this whole world by our Tamil Padiham. It should be made known to the world. That may be the idea of Vedaranyeswarar. That to show the world that Tamil Padiham, what it can do, what it can be done by reciting Tamil Padiham, what can be achieved. So those messages the God may be willing to show the world. So let us enter through the main gate by reciting Padiham. You recite a Padiham and open the door. Gnanasambandar told. Upper Swamigal immediately accepted the command and started reciting Padiham. Panninner mudiyal umai vangaro Mandinar valam varum arikkadaro கண்ணினால் நேருமைக்கான திண்ணமாய் கதவை திறந்து அருள் செய்மீனே. He was making a request to Lord Vedaranyeswara. Oh my Lord, open the door. We want to see you. We want to have a darshan of you. Please open the door. We want to come to the temple. Not by the side door, but by the main door. Main entrance we want to enter. So please open the door. He was submitting. But the door was not open. Appar Swami continued his padiyam. The second song was sung. No result. The third song was sung. No result. Fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. There was not even a slightest movement or even a slightest sign of the door being opened. It was not found. Appar Swami slowly got the feel, oh, Lord Shiva is not hearing my voice. He may not be accepting my request. Would have been a mistake that I started. I should have asked Jnanasambandha to reside. Why I accepted the offer? He was thinking and going on reciting. 7, 8, 9. 10th song also he recited. Nothing happened. So he has to close down the padiyam. The last song was to be sung. And he appealed. அரக்கனை விரலால் அடர்த்திட்ட நீர் இரக்கமுண்டிலீர். You are merciless. You punished Ravana. But you punished him very cruelly. You just pressed him under the Kailayam. That fellow was jammed under the mountain. You just pressed your feet, the finger of the feet, and you just pressed him. And that fellow was squeezed under the mountain. So that much merciless you are. And your attitude now made me doubtful whether you are merciless to me also. Oh my Lord, don't delay. Open the door. It's time up. Open the door. He submitted. So when the last song was finished, the door opened. Everybody was joyful. All raised slogans. Everybody was overwhelmed. And Thirunavukkarasar also felt very happy. Oh, my upper is always great, he was saying. Then they entered the temple, did the puja, had darshan, and finished everything and came back out of the temple through the main door. When they came out of the temple through the main door, Appar Swami made an appeal to Thirunavukkarasar. Swami, I opened the door. So you said Tamil Padikam can open the closed doors. Let us say that Tamil Padikam can also close the door. So using your Tamil Padikam, you close the door, Appar Swami requested. And Jnanasambandha accepted. And it was seen a good idea. So he started reciting a sonnet. To the exclamation of everybody, before the first song was completed, the door immediately closed. Every adiyar, their happiness cannot be measured by words or expressed in words. They shouted slogans with joy. Jnanasambandar continued his padiyam and finished. So it was made known to the world that the door that was closed by the Vedam was opened by Tamil Vedam. So Tamil Vedam is also very powerful and can do miracles in this world. It was shown by Lord Shiva to the entire world. What cannot be achieved? What cannot be done by Tamil Padiham? If you recite Tamil Padiham, Thevaram, Thiruvachagam, Tamil Padiham, what I mean is Tirumurai. If you utter, if you recite the Thevaram, Thiruvachagam, Tirumurai with 100% sincerity and love, the goal can be achieved. What is the goal? To come out of the birth. That should be our goal. We should not come back to this world. We should not again be stuffed into mother's stomach. We should not go over there. இன்னும் ஒரு வயிற்றுள் அடைப்பனையோ. That was the greatest fear our Arulalas were having. They were trembling at the thought of taking birth once again in a womb. So the adiyars were happily worshipping. They said, our eyes are feasted. We have done so many virtues because we had darshan of Jnanasambandar and Thirunavukkarasar. Both of them returned to the mutts. When Upper Swami was trying to take the night rest, his mind was not at rest. He was just brooding over the thought. Why Lord Shiva took so much of time to open the gate? Even when I finished 10 songs, he didn't open. Only during the last song he opened. Why he delayed like this? Whereas he closed the door at the first song of Jnanasambandar. At the first song of Jnanasambandar, he immediately closed. Have we done any mistake? What was the idea behind showing this difference by Lord Shiva? See, without any reason, he would not be doing anything. He would be doing only with a reason. There should be some reason. Some may be visible, some may not be visible, some may be latent. Nobody knows because of what this is happening. What was the background reason? Nobody knows. So many things are happening in this world. We will not be able to crack down the puzzle. So many things would be happening. Lord Shiva had the rule over all these things. Nobody can fight the reason. But Upper Swami was brooding over that, whether I was punished by Lord Shiva to a little extent. Whether I was warned by Lord Shiva, I do not know. What was the mistake committed by me in delaying my request by Lord Shiva? So he was in a state of sleep, or he was in a state of awakening. Nothing is clear. Nothing was clear actually. As a matter of fact, Nothing was clear. Upper Swamigal felt sleepy, but at the same time, he was not sleeping. He had that feeling also. He had a glimpse of one Adiyar with a white cloth wrapped over his body and ashes smeared on the forehead. Smeared on the forehead. He saw him. And that great looking person, great looking Adiyar or great looking the Guru, nobody can say who he was. Upper Swami was also not able to find out. He saw that figure and it instructed him, told him, I am in Thiruvaimur, follow me. That was the instruction he got. Thiruvaimuril Iruppum Todarava. That was the instruction he got. Immediately he woke up and he was sitting bewildering. When he looked at the entrance of the mutt, the person was standing there. The Adiyar was standing there, the Guru was standing there. It was not Adiyar, it was not Guru, it was not a person, it is the Almighty. It is the Almighty. Almighty had come in disguise. He was signaling to Thirunavukkarasar to follow him. Immediately Thirunavukkarasar decided. He got up and rushed towards the entrance. By the time the Almighty left the place, he was seeing him going at a distance. He immediately rushed towards him. He wanted to catch him and wanted to get information. Who are you? Why you told me like this? All these things he wanted to hear. So he was only about 50 feet. So I will rush and catch him. So he was rushing. Upper Swamigal was rushing. In whatever speed he goes, even if he increased his speed, Upper Swami always found that figure at 50 feet distance. It didn't decrease. The distance between them didn't decrease at all. It was maintained 15 feet. He increased his, accelerated his speed. Nothing happened. The same distance maintained. He was going back him. He was not doing where that figure or the Almighty was leading him. He didn't know. He was following him. How many hours went together, nobody knows. Even Upper Swami was not knowing. Suddenly, Upper Swami stopped on seeing the Adiyars being stalled. He came to a stalling position. And the Upper Swami thought that he would be turning back and he would be calling him. He was thinking. Immediately, that person went into a building and vanished. What was the building? He was keenly looking at the building. It was nothing but a temple. Oh, it should be Thiruvaimur. He told me, Thiruvaimuril Iruppum Va. I would be in Thiruvaimur. Follow me. That was the instruction he gave. So this should be Thiruvaimur. So he had taken me to Thiruvaimur. Now what am I going to do? He was standing there. Tears were running down his cheek. And looking at the temple, oh my Lord Shiva, I do not know what to do. He was standing there. Let us see in the next class what the Almighty played. What was the grace he had given Upper Swamigal? That would be described in the next class. And with this, I am just closing down this episode. And I am very happy to acknowledge the service of Qatar couple, Mr. and Mrs. Saravanan, who are sponsoring these programs continuously for the benefit of the people who may not be well versed with the Tamil, but would be willing to hear the greatness of our Nayanmars. So for the benefit of people with a poor knowledge in Tamil, they would be able to appreciate the greatness of our Nayanmars. So I have to thank the couple, and they would be blessed by Lord Shiva. And I request all of you to spread the news that Periya Puranam is also available in YouTube in English. So interested people, you just direct them, ask them to listen to the episodes. So with this I am just concluding, and I would be requesting you to visit our website, Facebook, and updated informations are available there. You will be equipped with so many information. And now I will proceed with my uttering of 5-lettered mantra 5 times. I request you to please follow me. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.